Hello and very warm welcome, everyone. It's Marta here. Welcome back. I'm sorry I have missed you for nearly a week. I haven't been posting anything, but as you may know, as you may heard in the news, the Poland has been flooded and it was quite badly. I'm actually safe, just to say that for a start. No one in my family has suffered or anything. I'm living few hours away, like good few 100 kilometers away from the flooded area, so we are in a safe place. However, it's been a little bit overwhelming with everything what's going on, and trying to get other things sorted, going through the things which we could donate, and other things we could do to help. So I was away. Now I'm trying to go back to you since Friday, but I didn't feel like, I just didn't had right head to record anything. So and this is something I actually come up with because I've seen the video, not video, I'm sorry, the post on the Facebook. Someone else was putting the post up asking for the advice and help, saying that, oh, they have been away from the crafting, now they trying to go back and they feel a little bit overwhelmed. So that's why I've decided to record that video and kind of share with you a couple of advice of me dealing with feeling overwhelmed. Now, in front of me, what you can see here, I do have this free printable design, which I thought I'm gonna create a couple of the encouraging words and messages. I was actually making the card, which you can see here, that's off camera. I've made it, that was the card I've created for my friend to kind of show her a little word of encouragement. And then I thought, why not create the whole sheet with printable wording messages. Now I'm gonna start from the card kit, and this is my number one advice for if you feel overwhelmed and by any chance you have some ready-made card kits, things which are magazine freebies where someone's already put an effort to kind of combine the paper, design, elements, stamps, dies together. This is a great startup point for you because you already have something which it's gonna be working together well, and you don't have to kind of do the mental exercise of trying to find the things which are matching, or maybe just match up some other bits. Like if you don't have any card kit, maybe just go for some inspiration of your favorite, like YouTuber or card maker, whoever you are watching, maybe on Facebook or Instagram. Pinterest is a good place. Have a look on those like a mood boards, and maybe just kind of get someone else to do the job of the color matching for you. So either use the card kit, or if you don't have any card kit, you can use the mood board, something like that. Just check on the Pinterest, there'll be like lots of different inspiration with the color choices you can already get, and then grab the papers which are matching. So that'll be like first step. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel I don't know where to start, the color choices, like let someone else choose your colors for playing, that'll be like good option. Another thing, and I must tell you that, and I think this actually should be the number one, uh, it's just starting. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel like I don't want to, like I don't know where to start from, the first step is the breaking point. Just start, just create one simple card, the simplest card you can think of, like I'm doing here. Just a simple card, frame, a matte layer, sentiment on top. Here I was trying to actually find the die to kind of cut off the bit inside, but then eventually I've decided I'm not gonna be bothered even by that. I just place my paper on the trimmer, because I want to save this piece. There's no point for sticking the whole sheet of the design paper underneath as a mat. All you really need is just the border around. So here you can see I am saving that piece. You can use the scissors as well. It will be hard to cut the exact rectangle with your scissors, but you can use the ruler and X-Acto knife and look on that. I have additional piece which will be great for using as its own for another card. And this is what I'm saying. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, just create the basic of the basic cards, whatever design you can think of, like 2 matte layers, sentiment on the front, and that's it. Do not overthink it. Just start. And I guarantee to you that once you do 1 or 2 cards like that, just simple, nothing too difficult, nothing to makes you feel even more overwhelmed, no point for that. But once you start your creative juices flowing, you will see that eventually, if not after 1, then 2, 3 cards, once you make them, you're gonna start having ideas popping into your head. So the most important step of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you don't know where to start, is just starting. Just create something. Just stick 2 pieces together, and you'll see that the nice colors, you're gonna use all this, like, choose up your favorite design paper if you have, or go over your scrap drawer and pick up the paper which you always like, but you save it for the next card, like, you've got the scrap piece of it. Just try it on a card, and I guarantee to you that once you start touching the paper, your glue 1 or 2 pieces together, you will instantly feel that your creative energy is coming back to you, because creativity is like a muscles. You just really need to exercise, and there's no better way to becoming more creative than doing it a little bit, a little step at the time. It's like the same thing with the gym. If you go on the gym for 1 day and you'll be exercising for 10 hours, you're just gonna burn out yourself and have a sore muscle next day. But if you're gonna do a little card every day, every other day, or once a weekend, whatever is your like crafting session time, and you're gonna be doing it, a little bit, a 1 step, 1 card every session, you'll sit down, you will see that more ideas, more things, you will start having the things popping into your head. Oh, I want to try this or that. I've put this purple and green, what if I put like purple and blue? And for the next time, you will coming back with more ideas. So rather than sitting down feeling like, oh, I don't know where to start, just do something. A little card, simple card, is better than nothing. And one more thing I just want to say for you, my friend, especially for the beginner, please do not look up on the crafters who are crafting for 20 years and they have like a room jam packed with the goodies. It is harder for someone who is having like 2 or 3 pieces of the equipment to come up with something than for another person who's having all the colors on the earth, like all the paper pads, ink pads, and other things like that. So that sometimes could lead to being overwhelmed when you look up on very extremely talented and also very experienced crafters who are on the market for years. They have tons of supplies they could play up with, and it is easier to put up the cart when you have everything. But please just don't get yourself discouraged, because having crafty items won't make you be more creative, if I would say so, because sometimes I know for myself that when I had little not too many pieces, I was way more creative because I had to come up with the solution for the things I was missing. So that's one thing I wanted to tell you, that please don't feel like, if you're overwhelmed, don't feel like shopping and buying more goods will be a better solution, because often it won't. You will end up like buying things on the go, like not well thought. Like, sometimes it's just like we just feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy new bits and that's gonna be bring me inspiration. Probably it could, I'm not saying it won't, but whenever I'm trying to buy, like I'm going for buying new crafty items, I've learned myself hard way, do not put it on emotion, especially on the times where I'm not feeling like super well. in my mental health, not mental health, I don't want to say I'm struggling with my mental health, but whenever I feel down, the shopping won't make it feel happier, but many occasions that will lead to unnecessary purchases, things which we didn't thought, like, oh, we see some other crafter video and we just load up the trolley like shopping chart with all these items, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then the pieces arrive and you still don't want to play with it. So that's not the solution. The solution is to get yourself on the move. Just make one cart, second one, and you will see, and look for your own things rather than looking up on the stuff, supplies of someone else. This is my another advice, is that if you don't know where to start, if you lack in the ideas, just do the cleaning up your crafting desk, cleaning up your crafting area, sorting out your papers or sorting out your stamps, dies, whatever you have. I'm guaranteeing to you that once you start holding your items like crafty goodies, you will start envisioning the ideas of the potential cards you can make out of them. And rather than looking up on the things you're missing, you're gonna be appreciating more things you already own and you already have. So that's another idea. This is what I like to do whenever I am feeling also overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, and it's usually has something common with the clutter, with my studio being untied, and it's just go to the point where it's too messy for me to craft, and my head is just, I need a clear space. So that's another thing which can help you, is to go and see, because sometimes we stack those paper pads one on top of another and we can even forget that, oh, we had the paper, we like it, and then we just put it somewhere, like put it in a, hide it away in a drawer and forgot about its existence. So it's very important to go over your own things and see if you can get ideas from it as well. Another thing, and this is my another tip which I want to give you, and I know I'm kind of not giving you the instruction what I'm doing here, like the cards I'm making, but they're pretty much easy, they're super fast, quick, self-explanatory, nothing important is on the screen I would have to kind of tell you about. So I rather want to give you my thoughts on the stopping feeling overwhelmed. If you don't have idea on what to do, this is what I was doing for years. I was making a list of the products I actually own, like stamps, dies, embossing folders, glitter glue, I don't know, sequins, oh, am I saying right? I don't know, ribbons, and other things. Like I was listing down every kind of crafty items I had, and then I was using my number generator and I was putting them as number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like paper number 1, dies number 2, punches number 3, and I was picking up, I was rolling the dice to see if it's gonna be number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, meaning like how many items I'm gonna use. And then I was using the number generator to generate for me number 3 and 7 or something. And then I was looking at, okay, I need to use a stamp and I need to use a punch. And then I'm going through the specific group of the crafty items and I usually find something, oh, this color combination or this punch could work really well with this stamp set or something, or I could do this and that. And that way you're kind of generating ideas for yourself based upon the crafty goodies you already own. So that's what I want to tell you, that rather than looking up and again saying I know I'm repeating myself here, but rather than looking up on the things you don't own, look on the things you already have. You can kind of make it as a game. I don't know if there are friends here who watch me long enough, but kind of like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, on my crafting groups, I had this challenge, and I think I want to go back to it. Then I was creating the cards from scraps, and this is on the videos on my YouTube channel as well. You can see that we were kind of choosing the two colors or something, and then maybe technique. So a few times I was surprised, like I didn't have the idea. I was kind of getting the fate to decide for me, using the random generator. Okay, you're gonna use I don't know, glitter and lace or something else, and I was just concentrating on using this specific supplies. That way I never felt like I don't have the goodies, because I was choosing from the pool of the crafty supplies I owned. So rather than looking up on the things I didn't have, I was choosing something which I already knew I own. So this is a good example for the thing you can do whenever you feel overwhelmed, you don't know where to start. Just write down the list, get the generator numbers to pick up the items you want to use, or you can mark your dice, give them like little tiny stickers saying like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, how many dice sets you have, and then generate like two numbers or three, and pick up the number die and say that, okay, I need to make them working together, and combine the sets, or with stamps, whatever, or paper pads, colors, like something like that. That'll be like another great idea for you to use. Lastly, one more thing I want to say, whenever you feel like you don't know where to start, you are lacking of the ideas, look upon your own social media, if you post in your cards, or on the photos on your phone, or maybe on the box of the card you have in your stash, like, you know, the cards you've already created. Many occasions, once we finish completing one card, we are super proud of it, like, oh, I really like it, I like how the card is turned out, I really enjoy it, and look on the card and try to recreate it. Or sometimes, you know, like when you had this moment when you were putting up the card together and you were considering, shall I put it sideways or vertical, horizontal, like you had this kind of indecisiveness between two solutions, like how would I finish this card off, like maybe add the sequence or add something else. This is a great opportunity for you to revisit the same design and kind of recreate it the way you know you wanted to do, but you decide eventually something else. So that way you have the ready-made idea, you can go back, revisit it, redo the card, but finish it in the way you wanted to do in the first place. You haven't used that chance, so now is the chance. Or go back to your cards, see the one which you really proud of, and recreate it from different papers, maybe slightly change the color choices or something, and redo the card. And that will also bring back all this positivity in you, all this creativity and memories, like the moment you were feeling filled with joy and positiveness once you created the card. So that'll be like couple advices for you, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this type of the content. Let me know if it's too chatty and I should probably concentrate on, you know, saying what I'm doing in the card. Let me know that as well. I'll be, you know, more kind of adjusting to whatever you'd like to watch, because I am so thankful this channel is existing and it's growing thanks to you. So I really appreciate that, and I wanted to create the content which is more interesting for you, to kind of you know, fulfill your needs, what you would like to watch, and you know, how can I help you, how can I assist you. I thought this will be kind of a maybe interesting topic to hear my thoughts to you know, to all of you who may feel a little bit overwhelmed and don't know where to start from. So I hope you enjoy that. Now this is almost the last one. No, the next one will be the last card. We're almost towards the end here, so I just want to say I've played with this very old craft kits. Some of them, I think they are like 3 or 4 years old, and they all magazine freebies. So one thing, just to let you know, they come either simply cards and paper craft, something like that. So many of them are just magazine freebies. So I haven't been playing with them for such a long time that I thought I'm gonna bring them over, just maybe try to do one or two cards out of each one. So that is that, and they all simple. There's no better way to start slowly. Like, get yourself time to make your creative energy flowing. Like, do not expect that if you're feeling overwhelmed, you were supposed to create the masterpiece artwork straight away. Give yourself time, give yourself a little bit, kind of I wouldn't say easy way, but start from something not too much difficult. So you're not gonna be drained, you're not gonna be halfway through feeling like, oh, I don't have any more power or idea how to finish this card. Something simple to have like a little victory. It's like with the kids, like no one expect them to paint or draw super fancy cards and pictures like right after. Like, look upon the kids, they are drawing some simple things like a tree or a car or something else, just as it is. There's no background, there's no other specialty things around the picture. It's just this one point, and once they complete this job, we usually praise them. So try this technique. Create the simplest card you can and just be proud that, oh, okay, I've managed to complete this project. And what else? Try another card, maybe another, and within a 3 or 4 cards you will make them, you will feel instantly way better. Oh, that's me on the gold paper. Hello to everyone who's been watching. By the way, there's so many new friends here. Let me know if you're enjoying my videos. Let me know which videos are the most interesting for you. Obviously, I can look upon the views that you kind of enjoy the the fancy cards, and as well as the flower making. These are very popular. But if there's another things you would wish to learn, if you've got any question, please don't ask. Just leave me the comment down below in the comment section, and I'll be happy to have a look on your request, which cards you wanted to see or which topics are interesting for you. Here for this card, I used a little bit of the gold. I thought it was just too plain, so I wanted to make it a little bit more fancier, and the simple change within adding this gold mat underneath is just what's lifting the card to the next level. Sometimes you don't really need any bulkiness, you don't need any special like layers, fancy flowers. Just a drop of the gold or mirror cardstock or holographic cardstock, that'll be working well as well. That'll be something very good to add on. I had those old leaves, which were coming from the same set. I was actually creating the magazine commission for the set, so I just had it untouched. I only used a little bit to create the commissions, and then I didn't even have the main packaging because that wasn't ready by the time I was receiving it. So that's why you could see I was keeping all these bits in the foil, because they were sent to me as a sampling before the magazine was produced. But I really like it, and now I can see like why I did not create the cards with these papers earlier. They're super pretty. And now once I finish sitting down with this craft kits, I can tell you already, my friends, my head is already over producing ideas, what else I could do, which colors I could join together to make this card kit working, or to create some extra cards using it. So it's definitely worth it if you don't feel like you have enough like creative power in yourself to match up the different papers designs. That's what you can do. And here is my very last card I was creating today, and I was already putting up this design papers from this card kit back to the envelope when I've just found this gorgeous piece of design paper, which I thought this is good enough on its own. Sometimes for the card like that, if you want to give someone encouraging messages, message, like say, I'm with you, I'm here if you need a chat. This is all you really need, just a piece of design paper, some nice sentiment to go up front saying like, hey, I'm with you. Or you can use one of the messages from this free printable designs I've created, and that's all you really need. Sometimes it's worth to check up, especially on a friend who hasn't been reaching out to you for some time, or you may see some family members, they're kind of more quiet than usual. Just say a good word, say like, hey, I'm with you, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. Sometimes it's very important to show our support to someone else, because we don't know how much those words may mean to someone else, and it's always to know that there is someone else who will be with us. So I'm encouraging my friends, if you have someone who's been quiet for some time, you haven't heard from them, just grab a phone call or send them a card or give them the card in person saying like, hey, if you need a chat, I'm here. So this card, in generally, that took me like 3 minutes, maybe four, just to put the paper together and just adhere it. And this is a lovely card, and I actually think that this is one of my favorite from all the cards I was creating. But I'll show you them all in a second so you could see them side by side, how they turn out. Okay, my friends, so my cards are now ready. The first one I did off the camera, as I've mentioned. I didn't plan to record, but then I thought I will actually turn the camera on and chit chat to you about feeling overwhelmed and, everything, like how to come back to crafting. I hope you enjoy this type of the content. Don't forget that there is a free digital file with this downloadable message. However, the link down below I will leave you. It's for the digital download, but also if you decide to support me and buy me a coffee, I would rather prefer you to buy the coffee for the fundraising. This is the link to the Polish Caritas group, which is organizing fundraising for the people who suffer in a flood. So rather than paying coffee me, you can pay £1 or $1 over there, and I'll be like supporting good cause for you. Thank you so very much. Next week I'll be coming back Sunday for live classes. If I'll post any video in between, I'll let you know, or click the bell subscription. That way you'll be notified on a new video, because I'm kind of having a few things on my head just now, so I'll be coming back shortly as soon as I can. In the meantime, thank you so much for all your messages. Stay blessed, and I'll see you shortly. Bye bye.